truly, without Africa, France will become underdeveloped country, less developed country. Recently, nearly all French-speaking African countries are struggling by all possible means to disconnect themselves from France, except Cameroon under the leadership of President Paul Biya. And France is struggling by all possible means to remain in Africa because they know what they are benefiting from Africa. So, recently, there is a conflict between Nigeria and Niger because of France. That Niger is accusing Nigeria for allowing France to create a military base in Nigeria against Niger. But Nigeria came out under the President Tinubu to say no, they don't have such a relationship with France. But we cannot believe Nigeria because recently the kind of relationship between Nigeria and France is bringing and raising a lot of questions in a doubt. And we today on TFA Talking Point will be talking about it. So if this is our first time joining TFA Talking Point, please subscribe to our channel. So the first thing we are saying here is that what? The president of Niger came out and talked about this issue, that there is something going on. So if who president cannot be saying something that they have not made investigation and discovered that truly there is something going on. And even many Nigerians, bloggers are saying it, that they cannot trust their president because recently Tinubu has been visiting France more than any other country, and Nigeria was not being colonized by France. They have nothing. They are not even understanding themselves, up to the point where Emmanuel Macron struggled to speak Pidgin in order to certify President Tinubu. There is something going on between these two, France and Nigeria. And Niger, they have the right to accuse Nigeria. Recently, a pilot exploded in Niger, and they point an accusing finger to Nigeria and France. And there is nothing, all kind of insecurity threat in between that border. They have all, because you cannot be partnering with an enemy. An enemy, not just an enemy to Niger, an enemy of Africa. The whole entire Africa is against France. But you are partnering in this 21st century. And that is why many people are coming up and saying that what Tinubu, they have to clear this. It is not just by coming out and saying they don't have such relationship. They should struggle by all possible means to create a committee, a delegation to go to Niger and explain things and open up every detail to prove that there is not such thing. Because if not, I am afraid that there will one day be a serious conflict between Nigeria and Niger because of France. The government of Nigeria, I'm begging that you should not. We are struggling to liberate ourselves from colonial masters, especially France, that refused to go. Since colonization came to an end, they struggle by all possible means to continue with it and hold on to the path that they signed in 1944 to continue with a colonization. And they are draining all French-speaking African countries. And 3, struggle by all possible means to cut the link. Chad also came to destroy the military link. Senegal came into, and Cameroon remained. Order instead for you, Nigeria, the president of Nigeria, to encourage those who are still partnering with France to cut the link with. You are still encouraging them, France, to colonize Africa again. We do not have enough to say truly Nigeria is collaborating. But the attitude of President Tinubu is speaking very loud to me, all Africans and international community. We are begging. These people, they are still struggling to survive because of a lot of issues, sanctions from left and right. So allow them to breathe. France is a terrible partner. Everybody is aware of it. All the 14 French-speaking African countries, they are aware. And that is why they are fighting to cut the link with France. So best thing you have to do is to encourage President Paul Biya President Tinubu to encourage President Pobia to start struggling by all possible means to gain independence for Cameroon, because Cameroon is still under France. There is nothing. We have a major national dialogue that he organized. Up to date, he has not presented the report to Cameroonians, but he carried the report to France and presented it to Emmanuel Macron to show to you all that Cameroon is still under France. So we are talking in this video, not to say any other thing, but just calling on Nigeria to struggle by all possible means to clear this so that it should not escalate to any kind of conflict in West Africa, because that is the prayer of France, so that they will get in and punish Niger for pushing them out. I believe France is struggling by all possible means to create problem in West Africa in order to punish Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali for pushing them, even Chad, for pushing them out. But it should not be through you, President.